Hi guys, welcome to Spartan Station Preschool. I hope you had a great time doing all of our activities last week. We learned about flowers and how things grow. Well, this week we are learning about farm animals, but you're probably thinking, Miss Sarah, why aren't you at Spartan Station? Well, I have to make videos at home now. Guys, it was super frustrating when I found I couldn't go in the school anymore and make you packets. I was feeling really sad. I bet you guys feel that way too. It's hard with these different changes. Addie and Benny and I went to the park yesterday and they said, can we please go play on the playground? And guess what the answer was? No. Addie and Brittany said, hey, can we go play with our friends? And guess what the answer had to be? No. As you know, right now we're staying home so that we can stay healthy and our family can stay healthy and those around us can stay healthy. But guess what? Sometimes that's hard. Sometimes that's frustrating. Sometimes that makes you feel sad inside. But guess what? That's okay. It's okay to feel those things and it's okay to talk to mommies and daddies about it. But guess what we do at Spartan Station? We choose to be happy. Guys, hard things will happen your entire life, but guess what? How hard it is depends on what you do. And if you choose to be happy, if you choose to look at happy things all over the world, and if you choose to put a smile on your face, then guess what? Those hard things become easier. So guess what? When I found out I couldn't go into Spartan Station to make my videos, I felt a little sad, and then I thought, guess what? I don't have to be sad. I can make an awesome video at my house from Spartan Station. So I'm hoping that you'll like our videos. Today is Monday, April 13th, and we are learning about farm animals. Now, I don't know if you can see these farm animals behind me, but today we're going to be talking about cows. Can you see the cow? Where is it? All right, I'm going to grab it. Here is our cow. And the first thing I'm going to do is tell you a little bit about this cow. So I'm going to bring the video up so you can, or the picture up so you can see it closely, and I'll tell you about it. Now, baby cows are called calves. The adult cow is called, or the adult girl is called a cow, and the boy is called a bull. They like to eat plants and grass. Cows, we like to do lots of things that we get from cows. We get our milk from cows, which means we get to make yogurt and ice cream. We get milk from cows to make cheese. How many of you guys like hamburgers? I love hamburgers. Guess where they come from? They come from cows. Now, guys, cows give us lots of food we can eat, and we just learned that they eat plants and grass. Guess how much they eat a day? 40 pounds of food a day. That's as big as Addie. That's how much she weighs. 40 pounds of food. All right, guys, cows' body temperatures are 101.5. If you remember, our temperature of our body is 98.7, so they're run a little bit hotter than we do. But their hearts beat 60 to 70 beats a minute, and that's kind of what Miss Sarah's does, so that's kind of cool. Now, guys, you usually see cows chewing. They chew all the time. They actually chew 50 times a minute. That means every second they're chewing. So they go chew, 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 chew. Oh my gosh, you would think that would be so tired. They actually chew 40,000 movements of their jaw each day. Now, most of the time we see cows standing, but they actually stand up and sit down about 14 times a day. Now, guys, this was the craziest things. When you see a cow grazing, which means eating the grass, but they're not biting the grass, but instead they're curling their tongues around it. I never knew that. I always thought they bit it. It was something crazy I learned about them. They can also see all over the place except right behind them. They have 300-degree vision, but the only place they can't see is right behind us. They have one stomach, but that stomach has 4 different compartments for digestion as they eat all that grass. The length of the time a cow is pregnant is the same as a human. We're going to be talking a little bit about the times of rabbits on Friday, and that's way different. So cows are kind of like mommies and daddies. Cows produce a lot of saliva. Do you know what saliva is? Spit. Ew, spit. Yeah, but they create a lot of spit. They actually make so much saliva that it totals around 125 pounds per day. Guys, that's pretty close to what your mommy weighs. Or if you were to get 4 friends together, that's how much it is. It's kind of crazy. All right, a typical day for a cow is 8 hours of eating, 8 hours of chewing, and 8 hours of sleeping. And that is about a cow. Now, guys, cows can be different colors. The cow in this picture is black and white. And when I make my activity today, I'm going to make my cow black and white. But if you go watch Miss Emily's 2 video, she decided her cow was going to be white and brown. Maybe you want your cow to be a rainbow cow. Can your cow be any way you want? Of course it can. So I'm going to go ahead and put the cow back here with all the rest of his friends because he loves to be with his friends. And we are going to do our activity today. Remember how I talked about how sometimes hard things happen and we get frustrated? I have made this cow craft 3 different times and my video keeps getting lost. So we're making another cow, and let me show you one of the ones I've already made. Look at my cute cow. Isn't he cute? So as you can see, I used a paper plate, which is a circle, but guess what? When Miss Emily made hers, she didn't have a paper plate. So she just cut a circle out of a piece of paper. So that was okay. And I did black spots all over it. And I did ears, and then I did his nose. I was going to do a pink one, but guess what? I didn't have any pink paper. Did I choose to be sad? No. Did I go, I can't believe I don't have pink paper? Nope. I said, oops, that's okay. I can go ahead and do purple paper. So this is the cow that I made. But today I decided, making my next cow, that I would do it with markers because sometimes I had to go to the store to get construction paper. Sometimes you might not have that at your house or googly eyes. And so I'm going to make mine using markers today so that you can see how to make it with markers in case you don't have them. If you do have paper, you can go ahead and use your scissors and you cut it out. Now guys, the great thing about a cow is that every cow is different. You know how we have our fingerprints that's different from anybody else in the world? Cows' fingerprints are actually their spots all over their body. No other cow has the same spots. So as you're cutting out your spots and making them all different shapes, does it matter what shape it is? Nope. It can be a triangle, it can be a square, it can be a line, it can be any way. There's no way you could mess up your cow spots because any way you make it is perfect and no one else will have a cow just like you. I also took the time and I cut out an oval for his nose. And then look at in your nose. Do you have 2 holes? So does a cow. So I went ahead and drew the 2 holes for the cows. And then I put googly eyes on. And cows like to hear too. So I went ahead and put triangles on for my cows. Now remember, a triangle is 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. So I just went to the bottom of my paper and cut diagonal, diagonal, and out popped a triangle. But remember, with my cow I'm going to make for you guys this time, I'm going to make it using markers. So I did have another paper plate, but remember, if you don't have a paper plate, just make a circle on a piece of paper. Here's mine. And then I have all of my markers. All right, so last time I did black cow, and I'm going to do another black cow, but remember, you can make a rainbow cow. Miss Emily made a brown cow. You can do it any way you want. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw on my spots. Now remember, the great thing about this is it doesn't matter what your spots look like because every cow is different. And so you can go ahead and do this. The only thing is, do we scribble all over our paper? No. What happens if you scribble? What does Miss Sarah do at school? Throw it in the garbage because you are smart and you can do awesome things. And scribbling is not something we do because we're smart and we're strong enough that we can do the right way. So I want you to go ahead and draw on these. And now guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to color them in. Guys, sometimes it can be hard to color in. It takes a long time and it's hard to stay in the lines. But I know that as you try and do your very best, that your cow is going to look awesome. Now, guys, I didn't ask this because I know you already know. But who do you think can make the very best cow sound? What does a cow say? Addie's off on the side. Let's see if she can make a loud cow sound for you. Go ahead, Addie. That was a pretty big cow. Addie, is that a mama cow, a baby cow, or a daddy cow?
It's probably a daddy cow because baby worn out a lot.
Oh, she says it's a daddy cow. I think that's awesome. Here's my cow noise. What do you think? Did you know when Addie and Brenda and I go on bike rides, guess what we do whenever we go past a cow? Because we live in Farmington right by Lagoon, we actually see lots of cows when we go and get on our pathway to go on bike rides. Guess what we do every time we go past them? We talk to cows and we go, Moo. Sometimes we even get them to move back at us. We're going to keep working on our cow sounds to make sure that they are awesome, and then maybe more and more cows will talk to us. Hey guys, all right, I have one left. Oh, my arm's a little tired, but I'm going to keep going because I want my cow to look amazing. All right, here we go. Almost done. All right, there he is. Those are my spots on my cow. All right, so I have my spots on my cow done. What else does our cow need? He needs a mouth, right? Do you remember what shape it was that we made for our cow? Let's pull out our other one and remember. What shape is that? It's an oval. That's right. All right, guys, I want the oval part to be pink because on that one it couldn't because I didn't have pink paper, but guess what I do have? A pink marker. All right, so I'm going to go right here and I'm going to make the nose of my cow. I'm going to color it in pink. Remember, you can be using paper if you want to. If you have paint and you think, I don't feel like coloring today, I want to paint my cow. You can paint your cow. You can do it any way that you want. But remember, it's up to your mommy and daddy with what supplies they want to pull out. And guys, guess what? Your mommies and daddies are super busy doing work and whatnot. So whatever they have, I want you to say, thanks, Mom and Dad. That's perfect. Because that will make their hearts happy inside. And we love our moms and dads. All right, I'm going to draw my 2 little ovals for his nose. What do you think? All right, what's he missing now? Eyes. All right, guys, let's see. I should have paid better attention where I put my spots when I was doing this. All right, let's make his eyes blue. All right, let's see. We'll do an eye right here. And we'll do a cow eye right here. There's my cow's eyes. All right, now I need what? Ears. All right, guys. I have construction paper, so I'm going to use that this time to cut out, unless I lost my scissors. All right, guys, I lost my scissors. I'm going to tear it. Tear this one into a triangle. Sometimes it's fun to tear paper. That's one of his ears. And I'm going to tear this one into a triangle. Here we go. Guys, sometimes you might not have the supplies you need, but you can always make it work. All right, so here's my glue. I'm going to put that here. Oh, maybe if it comes out. Let's see. If your glue doesn't come out, sometimes you have to talk to your mom and dad because that means the glue has gotten stuck inside. All right, there we go. I got some glue coming now. Oh, there we go. So I put glue on here. I'm going to stick it on the back here for his ear. And then I'm going to do my other one. Now, if you have not already made your cow, I would suggest making his eyes and his nose first and then putting on his dots. Because I realized that I put his spots where his eyes were supposed to be and kind of where his nose was supposed to be. So, oops, I learned a lesson. I learned next time I make a cow, I'll go ahead and do the eyes and the nose first, and then I'll go ahead and do the spots after. And that is my cow. What does a cow say? Good job. All right, guys. Now, Mr. Matt has a math video for you. He's doing his math videos at home, too, because he loves you and he really misses you. Guys, we really miss you. But we're excited that we get to do this, and we hope we get to see you again really soon. All right, guys. So here's Mr. Matt's cow sheet. He's going to talk to you about the numbers on the side because we're doing number recognition today. Recognition means you recognize something, which means when you see it, you know exactly what it is. And I know you guys are super smart and know your numbers, so this one should be pretty good, easy. So we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then you're going to use your finger and do one-to-one correspondence, and you're going to count how many dots are on that cow, and you're going to draw a line matching up. But Mr. Matt will tell you all about that. So that is our math activity today. Our next activity is literacy. Literacy means, do you know? Literacy means letters and words and understanding words. And so our literacy activity for today is beginning sounds. So let's think. What is a beginning sound? Well, we learned about cows today. What's the beginning sound of a cow? Cow. Cow. It would be a C. That's right. C for cut. I bet you guys know the beginning sounds of your name. We always ask you, what's the first letter of your name? But can you tell me the beginning sound of your name? Let's see. My name is Sarah. So the beginning sound is S, because the first letter of my name is S. Let's think of another one. What about Addison? What's the first letter in her name? Or first sound, I should say. Addison. Addison. It's an A for Addison. So now we're going to do that with farm animals. So maybe your mom and dad were able to print this out, and if not, Miss Sarah's got it printed out and you can see it right here and you can realize what your beginning sounds out. Now you also might have a piece of paper, and again, sorry it's already filled out because I've done this video before, to do the different letters on, but guess what? If you don't have this printed out, it's not a big deal. Ask your mom for a piece of paper and a marker or a crayon or a pencil, and you can do this activity with me. All right, so our first thing we're going to do, turn it right side up for you, is going to be our first animal we're going to do. So we're going to do right here, and we're going to do this. It's not an animal, it's a building. What type of a building is there on a farm?
Barn.
It's a barn, that's right. Now we're trying to think of the beginning sound of barn. Can you think of it? Barn. B, 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 barn. What letter goes b, b, b? B. B for barn. B, b, b. Or when we do our song, remember what it is? B for bounds. B, b, b. All right, guys. Now remember, we have capitals and we have lowercases. Now our capital letters, we always put at the beginning of our names, and we also put it on names of people or places, but the rest of the time it's lowercase letters. Or if it's the beginning of a sentence, it's going to be a capital. But most of the time when you write, it's going to be lowercase letters. So I really want you to practice those lowercase letters so you know what they look like. All right, so if we're looking here and we're doing the barn, there it is. And I drew a B. Now you have to be careful because if we go up to the top of my page, here is a duck. Do you see how they face different ways? This one's super tricky to remember, B and D. A B is a straight line down and a bump to this side. I remember it because if you added a little bump to the top, it'd be a capital B. So that's how I remember which way B's go. So this is B for barn, straight line down and a bump. Now, if you don't have this worksheet, I hope you have your paper and pencil out and you are writing a B, B, not a capital B, but a lowercase b. Straight line down and then a bump to the side, okay? So that's our B. All right, let's see what's next to our barn. Oh my gosh, who's this guy? Do you guys know who's in charge of taking care of all the animals on a farm? Who's in charge of getting all the food and planting all the seeds and harvesting, which means gathering the things after they've grown?
A pig?
It's a farmer. That's right. So this is our farmer. He's got his little pitchfork. Isn't he cute? What's beginning sound for farmer? Farmer. 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 What letter goes? F for farmer. Or F for fan. That's right, guys. Good job. F. Now let's get our paper and see how we write an F. All right, so here is our farmer. Now, I like F's because I like candy canes. And I like to pretend like I'm making a candy cane I get to eat and then a line in the middle. So here we go. Make a candy cane and a line in the middle. That's lowercase f. F for farmer. Now, some of you 4 and 5-year-olds will be like, Miss Sarah, this is too easy for me. I already know this right off the top of my head. It's not hard at all. Well, if you find that this is super easy for you, I want you to do the ending sound. So let's go back and look at ones we've done. Barn. What's the last sound you hear in the word barn? Think about it. Barn. Barn. Do you know? N. Barn ends with N. It's a little hard because we don't usually listen for that N sound. But if you're a 4 and 5-year-old, after you do your beginning sounds, or maybe at the same time, I want you to write the ending sound and see if your mommy and daddy can check it to see if you did it right. All right, so we've done barn and farmer. Let's see what's going to be next. All right, barn, farmer. Oh my gosh, who's that cute animal right there? It's a pig. All right, guys, what is the beginning sound of pig? Pig. Pig. P. P. P for pig. P. And what else? P for push. P. That's right. So P is what pig starts with. All right, guys, let's get our paper. Can you find your P for pig? Now, this is a little tricky because without the lines, it looks like I made a capital P. But if I wanted to, I could put a line right here and that tail goes back underneath my line and it's a lowercase p. So it's a line with a bump on the top. Now, remember, if you were writing this on a dry erase board, then it would go ahead and have the lines and your P tail would be underneath. But if it's capital, it'd be on the bottom. Now, 4 and 5-year-olds, did you figure out the ending sound of pig? 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 G, G. That's right, it's a G. G for gallop. G, 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 pig. All right, guys, let's see what our next one is. Oh, here we go. Duck. That's a duck. Look how cute he is. He's a little duck. All right, guys, what does duck start with? Duck. 4 and 5-year-olds listen to that ending sound too. Duck. Duck. D for duck. Da, da, da. D for dig. Da, da, da. That's D. That's right. And 4 and 5-year-olds, can you yell out and tell me what is the ending sound of duck? K, k, k. It sounds like a K or a C, but guess what? It's actually C and a K. When you put C and K together, it goes k, k, k. So it ends in the k sound. You could write a C or a K, or better yet, a C and a K. All right, let's check my paper. All right, where is my duck? Remember how we talked about straight line down and a bump the opposite direction, not the same way as a B, but the other way for a duck. D. That's a lowercase d. All right, let's see what our next one is. This is Addie and Bryn's favorite animal. Do you know what it is? It's a horse. Have you guys ever ridden on a horse? Oh, Addie and Bryn have, and they love it. All right, so we have horse. What sound does horse make? Horse. Horse. That's right. What letter makes H? H for horse. Or H for hot. Good job. Now, what is horse? What is the ending sound? Horse. 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 What's the last sound you hear? S. That's right, an S. All right, let's come here and see our horse paper. Here we go. Straight line down and then a bump. Straight line down and then a bump. That's right, that's a lowercase h. All right, here is another one. Are you ready? What is this a picture of? Now, guys, is it a wagon? Is it a trailer? Is there some other farm name I don't know? I don't know, but I'm calling it a wagon. So what's the beginning sound of wagon? Wagon. What letter goes what? W for wagon. What? Or W for wiggle. What? Let's see if we can find that W on this page. All right, here we go. Now remember, W goes down and up, down and up. This is a lowercase w. If it was taller, the lines were longer, down and up, then it would be a capital, but we wanted lowercase. All right, wagon. What's that ending sound? Wagon. Wagon. Do you know what it is? N. What letter goes N? N for nod. All right, guys, we have our last one. We kind of already did it because it's what I started with, so we'll go super fast. Who's this guy that we're talking about today? It's a cow. What does cow start with? You remember, a C. So let's come back over here and write our C. Now remember, you should be writing them on your piece of paper, this one, or just a regular piece of paper if you have it. All right, and we write a C. I like to write C's and pretend like I'm making circles. Circles are easy. All day long. So when I'm writing a C, I pretend like I'm making a circle and stop. Circle and stop. Good job, guys. All right, that's our literacy activity. Now we're going to move on to our science activity. Now our science activity today is a little bit of a tough one. I actually didn't have this supply when I made my video all the other times, but I have it now. So I'm going to pause my video and go get my stuff. Now, we're talking about cows, and we've talked about what do we get from cows? Milk. That's right. And how do you get milk from a cow? Let me grab my picture and let's take a look. Did you know milk comes out of cows' udders, and farmers go under there and they milk a cow? Well, if you happen to have a piece of or a plastic glove at your house, then your mommy and daddy can fill it full of water and you can milk a cow. Is that crazy? So I'm going to go get that right now so that you can see how Addie is going to milk a cow. Hi guys, I'm back and I have my plastic glove filled with water and I have a Addie and a Vinny. All right, so what we're gonna do is we have this bowl here. I'm gonna set it here, but you won't be able to see it. I'm gonna poke holes and Addie and Brent are gonna take turns and they're gonna milk the cow. Now your mom and dad are gonna have to poke the holes for you and it's a little tricky. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna take it.
Two, please.
And I'm going to poke a hole. Now it's a little tricky to get a hole. And then I'm going to poke a hole in the other one. And we're going to poke our holes in the biggest fingers. Here we go. There we go. I think I got it. All right, Addie. You ready to milk your cow?
Brent can do another.
Okay, go ahead. Squeeze. Oh, is it coming out? Listen. Do it again. Do the same finger you did before.
These two?
Uh-huh. Oh, can you hear it? Do it again. Let more milk go in. Okay, go again. There it is, coming out. All right, now Benny's going to do it. All right, Bryn, come over.
This one?
Yep, no, the longer ones. There you go. Yep. Now try squeezing. Now let go. Do it again. Look at her milking that cow. That's crazy. All right, Addie and Bryn are going to take this up to the kitchen and they're going to keep playing with it.
I want.
All right. Now I'm going to stop this video so we can link it with my other videos and we are going to do 2 more activities. One is a matching game and the other one is an animal movement. All right, guys, are you ready? Animal movement coming soon.